What's up, you all? As requested, powerful versus light voices, famous singers. Now, you all know I usually prefer power, but as long as the tone's gotta be sweet, it's gotta be smooth. It can't be piercing and sharp and painful. Let's get into it. So kind of a throwback for me. I like her voice. Beautiful. Ooh, so sweet there. Even though hers is classified as light, it's not weak. I love that it's still, there's some projection there. You know, there's some support. There's some power behind it. Now, see, I prefer quite a bit ways the first young lady. Like I said, I like power, but when it's too piercing, when it's too sharp, when it's just in that particular clip of Jennifer Hudson, that was too much for me. The first young lady, although her voice was lighter, it was great projection, as I said, and just a beautiful tone. The head voice at the end was just heavenly. It was divine. I loved it. Mm. Sing. I love it. I think more often than not, I'm always going to prefer a more powerful singer to do a Whitney Houston song, especially the climax. You know what I mean? I just feel Ariana's didn't have really any projection. It's just it's just too it's like too light. You know what I mean? The first young lady of this video was light, but she had a lot of good projection, and she sort of had some like some natural reverb about her voice that I really like. But I definitely prefer the second young lady on this Whitney Houston song. Ooh. Ooh. Mm. Ooh. Woo. The first lady was excellent, but Nicole, for me, she got to one point in the song, I think, where the vowel really opened up, and or she could really open up in that belt. Just the power, it was just Nicole. Nicole for me, I mean, that again, that natural reverb she had, and that vibrato it's just came together so beautifully to me. I wish I could make this, but here's my goodbye. Oh, I'm happy for you now that I am. Okay. Even if I can't understand. Okay, sing. Say. Ooh. Ooh, it's Demi for me. That's definitely Demi for me. But yeah, I mean, just was way more, and she's original. I mean, that's her song, and she sung it like it's her song. You know what I mean? But I will say at the end there, she kind of messed that run up on there at the end there. But Demi, her projection there, her power, just the fullness of her voice for me, this is my preference. Oh, come on. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Without question, Morissette. Without question. Call me crazy, but the first lady before Morissette, she sounded very, very muted. In fact, she is the most muted that I've seen thus far in this video. I mean, just no power. Me personally, no, I felt nothing, no impact. I felt none of that natural. I mean, just no impact whatsoever. It was like I just don't know how to explain it. She like wasn't pushing at all. Like it was like speech level, but sort of not. I absolutely nothing from that. Morissette, on the other hand, is probably the most incredible I've heard thus this video. I mean, powerful. Just resonant. The vibrato. Just a beautiful mix. Not too much head. Just perfect mix. Powerful. Okay, I will admit the audio in that video was not great, but even still, I can still sort of hear that Laura Fabian isn't, it's kind of sad that she isn't nearly as resonant and as powerful, and as her projection isn't half of what it used to be. And in that clip, it's just it's so muted, and it's so sad because in her prime she was one of the best projectors I've ever heard. Really, she was just, her resonance. I mean, she was like the queen of resonance, and that, I mean, it's just, I heard a little bit of that echo, that natural reverberation towards the last note she did, a little bit, but it still is not close to what it used to be. I wish they would have used the clip of her in her prime, because she would have most likely dominated whoever she was going up against. But yeah, but I y'all know I love Laura Fabian. I mean, her voice is something else. See, there's the thing about those. Both of their audio clips were very what do you call it? They were just very, the volume been the same as some of the other clips, both of them. But and I didn't really, to be honest with you, Dimash's, when he's phrasing up that high, I don't like it. And I know it's just partially because too, English is not his language. So I keep that in mind. So I'm not like docking points for that, because I mean that would be ridiculous, but I just don't care. But I still he had a little bit more power there, or it was brighter. Maybe power isn't the right word. Maybe his voice was brighter. Um it was more potent. Laura Fabian's clip, that particular clip, that performance, I don't know what was going on in that performance, but that was just wasn't it. That wasn't it. And Debauches, as I said, that clip wasn't my favorite either, but it was still more audible than Laura's. Say, say. She can sing. I wasn't a fan of the when she went up and did that mix was so, I mean, all that power, then you get that mix and it's like it's a fraction of the volume. It's not nearly as, it was just sort of anticlimactic a bit when she first hit that mix. But I love the ones after that, and I love the transition, the head voice that she did after that. Stay in the notes. Soyang, body those high notes, as she always does. She always eats them. I mean, she's down there. She's like a league in her own when it comes to those high singing, the high mixes. She's like in a league of her own, and she can phrase up there, and she doesn't just hit them, and she can phrase up there, and she could do everything. You heard the little runs that she did up there, and she's like comfortable up there. You know what I mean? And she sort of like lives up there almost. It's just more natural for her, more easier for her to be up there all, like pretty much all the time. Excellent, a bright, crystal clear back there. Soyang definitely, but I did also enjoy the heck out of the woman before her. It was just when she did that first mix that, like I said, it was anticlimactic. I wanted some power. I mean, that's the climax, and then that mix, which it was too heady, too much head, too much head. I like big chest. So yeah. Let me know what you all think. And again, Laura Fabian, in her prime, like I said, I mean, she was like the resident queen for me. And I can't believe in that video. I don't know, maybe she was hoarse or something. I don't know why they would use that clip. Nonetheless, thanks for liking, subscribing, and let me know what you all think, which one you prefer in this video. Not in general, if you don't mind, but just in this video, which voices between the ones in this video compilation did you prefer? Like who, power or light? Thanks for liking, subscribe, please continue to support your favorite speech.